Hey there, everybody. How you doing? So, as you know, I was a little bit sick, but I'm getting back into things, and so this is the first video that I'm making with all of the updates about Izsit since I fell sick. So it's been about like 2 weeks or something like that. Happy to get in contact with everybody again, and give me your comments, send me your emails, send me any questions that you have, because I'm always looking forward to receiving your feedback. As you all know, we're trying to drive this community of filmmakers forward so that you guys can actually make a living out of this and actually become successful out of this as well. So, any questions that you have, I'm always all ears and open to any suggestions, any feedback, and anything like that. So, anyways, moving forwards, I got a couple of announcements, and I'd like to bring them to your attention in this video today. So, actually, Izsit is in the process of producing its first video, or it's going to be a music video, or it could be a film. We still haven't fully decided yet, but we are actually producing our own content at the moment. We've got some really, really cool people who we're doing it with, and we're very, very excited about doing it. So you'll be getting more updates about that. But the reason why I actually brought it up was because there's actually something quite important that everybody needs to try to understand when it comes to revenue sharing and the purchasing of content. So as you know, Izsit is doing both, right? For most of the creators at the moment, we're doing a revenue sharing model, but the purchasing of content is also something that we're now doing. But I wanted to clarify something for all of the creators out there, to help you to understand what the implications are of this. And I've already brought it up in a previous video, but I definitely think that it's worth going into again over here, not only because it's so important for you, but also because I want to try to understand from all of you creators how much you would like, how you would like to be compensated. Would you prefer revenue sharing, or would you prefer that we purchase content from you? And then we also want to start getting the pricing correct. So I'm looking for you to give me feedback on everything that I'm about to say. Not just feedback, but also like if you want us to, if you want to be paid outright for your content, then we want to know, okay, how much is it? So that when we are talking to, I don't know, for example, in this project I'm talking to you about, that I was telling you about earlier on, we are acting like a producer. So when we are speaking to somebody who's looking for a project to be done, whether it's in advertising, whether it's in film, or whatever the case is, that they are aware of, we kind of know roughly what people are expecting in terms of dollar value or percentage value for their work. Great, you can hear I'm still a little bit sick. So, but anyway, let's continue here. Okay, so with regards to the revenue sharing, now I think pretty much everybody wants to get into the game of owning intellectual property, or owning, intellectual property, the content that is being made. In the long run, ownership of that content, if it's good, obviously, is where you really make the money. If you want to just get paid for for the hours that you've done, then obviously, you have a fee that'll be like a couple of thousand for a project or something like that, or however you want to do it, a couple of dollars per minute, or a couple of $100 per hour, or whatever the case is. You just get paid that, and you get given a task, and you complete that task, and you move on to the next project. So we understand that there are those kinds of content creators there, and for those ones, we want to know like what your pricings are. So communicate with me if you are one of those, and what your pricing is, so that we know. I would love to have a call with you, discuss this with you, and so on and so forth. This is a new space. There are some. I'm starting to see that there are some prices that are pretty much standard, but I would like to understand from all of you where you are, so that I can, do my job better, really, and advise people better on who to deal with. So that's, when you take care of a task and you get paid a certain amount per hour, and that's that. Then there is, on the other extreme, and remember, there is everything in between as well, but on the other extreme, you get like a full revenue sharing, right? So with the revenue sharing, obviously, if you do some work now, and this is also done, by the way, in like the music and film industry, it's pretty, mostly in the music industry, actually, where you do like revenue sharing. So for example, a songwriter could they don't necessarily get paid to write the song, but they will share like a big share actually in the revenue sharing. So a songwriter might expect even up to 50% of the revenues of that song to go to that songwriter. So that's quite a large percentage, but and that's industry standard. And the reason people do that is because they can see that they'll make so much more money from the revenue sharing than they would if they just charged a whatever flat fee and did the task, and then just handed it off to whoever was asking for that job to be done. So those there are obviously creators who want to participate in the revenue sharing and not be paid by task. And in the long run, that is actually where the creator earns more money, to be honest. Even Izsit ourselves, we're excited to get into the IP ownership game because we know that's the longer term game. That's where more of the money is going to be made in the long run. So it's just very important for everybody to be aware. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to me. If you would like to, discuss this with me, also please discuss it with me. If you have any feedback, please give me any feedback. I'd love to chat with each of you about this. It's a really, really important point. Great. So I just have 2 more points. I'll be reaching out to the tool makers. I've been hearing from some of the creators that they would like to see if we could kind of partner with any of the tool makers. So I'm going to start doing that from pretty much today, latest next week. Reaching out to the tool makers, trying to figure out if there's some sort of way that we could work with them that would benefit both of them and us. So I'm going to be doing that going forwards. There was one more point that came up, through the emails that I've caught up on just this week, since I was sick last week, was about the frequency of posting on the Izsit platform, because there is a clause in the creative partner agreement that says that we will penalize the creators who don't post frequently. Now remember, what I was trying to say was that so first of all, this was something that the creative community wanted to have in the agreement, first of all. Second of all, I don't want to, this is just for the bottom few creators who don't actually really pull their weight, or who really aren't contributing to the platform at all in any way. Maybe they're not in touch with me or with the Izsit team, and they don't tell we don't really know what's going on. We don't know when the next project is coming or anything like that, and nothing's been posted for long periods of time, and there's a pattern of that sort of behavior. Then we penalize the creator and give them like a lower revenue share on the platform. And then give the balance to higher performing creators on the platform. Just so you understand is that first of all, we only want to do it for like the small portion who don't contribute a lot, firstly, and then secondly, when it comes to how much actually needs to be posted onto the platform. Well, in this case, I think it's important for us also just to remain in communication, because there are some creators who will only do like one piece of work every 3 months because they're really focusing on the quality of their work. And obviously that means that, they're not posting frequently, but the quality of it is of a very high quality. So the audio-visual quality is very high, and the storytelling is very high, quality is very high. So in this case, obviously, we're not going to penalize somebody who's trying their best and spending the extra time and going the extra mile to make a good piece of content. We're not going to penalize people for that. So we want people just to communicate with us, what's the frequency that we can expect from them to be posting, and also what the quality of that is as well. Because if the quality is not there, then obviously there's no real point in having it on the platform. The higher the quality of the content the platform's content is, the more viewers we actually get onto the platform. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to cut it off there. It's been great chatting to you again. Finally, it feels like it's been such a long time. Any questions about any of this, the revenue sharing model, the content purchasing model, the tool makers, reach out to me and let me know what tool makers you really want us to would like me to chat with. If you have a contact in that company, then also let me know who that contact is. I'll reach out to them. And then finally, also, if you have any questions about the frequency of posting on the Izsit platform, reach out to me, let me know, and I'll gladly answer any of your questions. All right, everybody, have a good one, take care, and we'll be in touch. Ciao.